people?
You guys are already messing up back there.
Yeah, jeez.
I thought I'd been the one out of practice here.
Right. Josh has been gone for 2 weeks. How you all doing? Welcome to another night of Stay Fishy Friday. Thank you for attending. We appreciate you being here. We love hanging out with our friends on Friday night. Josh.
And no, I don't have a cup in my hand.
Me either.
See?
Oh my God, your green cup is it looks like you're drinking nothing. That is awesome. Josh, how does it feel being back? You haven't been here for 2 weeks, brother.
Do you want the truth?
Yes.
No, it's good to be back.
You missed your fishy family, didn't you?
Yeah, it's been a little...
love you, brother. Love you.
It was a good vacation and time away, but it was
at least you had fun, right?
Yeah.
You had fun. You went down there with Clinton.
You guys didn't even get to see the videos yet.
You saw
coming.
some. Which videos have we put out so far?
They saw me going to rods. That was it.
You went to rods. We got the Phantom, red tails, and then didn't they see the Blake?
No, I haven't even edited that yet.
Really? Josh did a collaboration with Blake's Exotic Animals.
If you guys were following our TikTok, you would have seen me at Blake's playing with his baby otter and his Galapagos tortoise. So that's a TikTok exclusive.
So, but it will be a video here.
So I put different content on each media outlet. So each one gets a little bit different. So if you want to see every aspect, you got to follow them all. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
There you go. Now, also, you went swimming with the manatees.
I went diving with manatees.
Aren't they awesome?
Yeah.
They are big SOBs. They are just so gentle. They
barrel you out the way.
They're gentle, though.
They barrel you out the way.
Like if they're heading your way, and you're in the way.
There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. You're moving.
You're moving. They're like what?
Just
400 pounds each.
1,500.
Well, that's the big ones. 1,500.
These were big ones.
Oh, they were big ones. Yeah, they just barely move through the water, and you're not stopping them. You can move out the way and pet them, and they'll be fine with that. You know, it's an amazing experience.
You're not supposed to touch them.
That's
illegal.
A bull.
It is illegal, 100%.
Well, when I lived in Florida, I snorkeled with them many times, and I touched them all the time, and they never bothered you. You know what I'm saying? They would, look your way, see if you have food. If not, they just keep on going. They were just amazing creatures. And I'm glad that my son got a chance to swim with them because I experienced this. Growing up in Florida, I knew Oscars were called mud daubers. And they were horrible fish to fish for down there because you're fishing for like big fish, and these mud daubers would get on your line.
Didn't catch a single Oscar.
Really?
Didn't see a single Oscar.
Wow. When I was down there, Oscars ruled the canals. Okay? So anyways, you'd try and catch any other fish, and you'd catch an Oscar. Well, here I am. I come out of Florida to where they're like, and here's what they wanted you to do. Slap them off of your, leave them on the bank. Let them die. This is what they wanted you to do. I came up from Florida, and I could move to Ohio, and they're selling them in the pet stores called Oscars. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I've never, I don't go back to Florida no more, but, it was a real experience growing up, and I'm so glad you got to swim with the manatees. I wish you'd got to do the intercoastal thing. Okay, because twice a day there's an intercoastal.
I went there.
Wait a minute, at Boynton Beach, intercoastal. When the water's coming in, the water's crystal clear, and it comes in through the intercoastal so fast that if you get caught at the end, you can float like Superman all the way through the intercoastal, inlet, and then you're in muddy water, and you get out and you go back and you swim through again. It's so fun. But when the water's going out, it's so muddy you can't even see. All right? But when it's going in and you're in 40 foot of water, You see a 12-foot stingray down there. You see all kinds of crazy fish. It's crazy. And you're floating on top like Superman with your snorkel. It's so awesome.
Boynton is where I was going body surfing. There was the jellyfish all over it in the water.
Really? Did you get stung at all?
No, there was like 15 of them washed up like on the beach, just sitting there pulsating, and they're getting sucked dry by the sun. But they were like, had a red alert for jellyfish in the water.
Did you put them back in the water so they could live? Why?
I ain't stupid.
I ain't getting stung. You can touch their body. It's the tentacles that sting you. You can grab them by their body and throw them out into the water.
Well, I wasn't getting in trouble either. Coast Guard said don't touch them. Just like they said don't touch the manatees.
Wow.
Don't touch them.
Things have changed since I've been down there.
Yes, but we did get in the water with them, and we did go swimming and surfing, and it was a blast.
Nice.
But going back to the canal story, I did not see Oscars in the canal, but I did, however, see mine cichlids. I did see
Mayan cichlids have taken over southern
Nile tilapia, like we have a big tilapia out in the pool. They were all over.
Really?
I've seen Florida gars, seen snakeheads, and peacock bass.
Yeah, peacock bass are everywhere in
And
Florida.
largemouth bass.
You saw largemouth?
I caught like 50 of them.
Really?
Like big ones.
No, the peacock bass were bigger.
I caught some peacock bass that were bigger, but a majority of the largemouth were bigger than the peacock bass that I
Really?
caught. Yes.
And what size? How much weight?
I would say they were 8 to 10 pounds.
See,
They were
up here,
big ones.
you get a
4
4
pounder,
to
he
6
takes the
pound.
fight.
You're like, holy moly, that's a huge bass.
That's what I'm saying. Going down to Florida has ruined fishing for me up here in Ohio, because you used to hook a 4 to 6 pound bass and think, oh my God, we've hit the mother lode. This is awesome. And now being down there and fighting, 24-inch peacock bass from the wild, you're like, there is
15 pounds.
Right. It's just not the same anymore. And like, I don't want to go fishing up here no more.
I'm fine with you. I'll go fishing with you in Florida.
But
My dude.
However, I did just make a trip to go fishing with our buddy from Creek Pike Lures, and I'm going to see if we can get some special OFR decaled pike shads and have them gone for when we go fishing with Russ. We can go out there and catch some pike, because I've never caught pike before, and I think it'd be a cool experience. Of course,
He's the man to know about catching pike.
Yeah.
He goes almost every day fishing, and he's got his own line of pike lures.
Mm-hmm.
He is amazing. He knows what they like, he knows what they want, and he gives them what they want and catches them.
Yeah.
Pike are kind of elusive up here, you know what I'm saying? People don't really catch pike. But Russ does weekly. So do what Russ does. Be like Russ. Russ Accordino. He's a buddy of ours, and he's an amazing fisherman.
If you guys want to, check them out on Instagram, Creek Pike Lures.
There you go.
That's who we will be going fishing with come August.
Wait. We haven't introduced our guests.
Not yet. I'm still on my story.
You
Gonna steal my
know,
thunder?
Let's introduce them real quick.
Gonna steal my
nobody
thunder?
cares about your guests.
And we'll go back.
Go for it.
All right. On the left side, we have Jessa Wushi wearing the black, OFR sweatshirt. And in your right corner, we have Josh Bushi, known as the Metalhead. His wife, Jessica, the Mrs.Metelhead. Together, they make the Metalheads. You haven't seen them fight? We're going to find out what it's going to take to make them fight tonight. And in the right corner, we got the blue jean wearing Mr. Metalhead. In the left corner, we got the OFR, wearing Mrs. Metalhead. We're going to see what it's going to take to make them fight tonight. Nice having you on the show.
Thank you.
Saturday night's all right for fighting.
Right, I've heard that.
Somebody said
in some
that
songs.
once or twice.
Except it's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. You can't
Well,
fight
you
till
gotta-
Saturday night.
You gotta let me build up to Saturday.
It was a reference.
I'm older now. It takes a minute.
That's okay. Let me ask you a question, Jess. How is it being middle-aged
Oh, boy.
and your husband decides he wants a mohawk?
I love the Price family and beep, 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 beep. A lot of beeps.
No, I'm asking you a
can't
legitimate
do it.
question.
Hey,
You
just
called
saying,
me middle-aged.
Get past
you
that.
admitted it earlier.
I am not middle-aged.
No,
I am.
you're over the threshold.
No.
How old is you?
I'm 36.
Okay, so if you ask her, I don't know how old you are, and a girl says 36, you got to add times 90.
No, you don't.
I'm almost to the black balloon stage of life.
Oh, so you're ready for your 50 party?
Yeah, I'm almost there.
So basically, you're 36 doing an older man.
That's right.
I mean, it is what it is.
Does he have
Right
money?
here.
No,
Then why are you doing them?
because he loves me with all his heart and he takes care of me.
That sounds like somebody that's almost the same age.
It sounds like somebody that's not so superficial that money matters.
Okay, so money don't matter to you.
No.
So you give him nookie all the time.
Well, we're gonna get off this topic. I'm sorry, guys.
Thank you. Can we
I'm sorry. All right, give
Can
me
we-
this mouse.
family friendly, not so much swear jar?
Yeah.
No, we got
Jeez.
super chats to catch up on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
A whole
word of
bunch
the
of 'em.
night?
The word of the night, what was that you decided? Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, cheers.
I am so glad you guys made it out from Indiana.
Yes.
4.5 hour drive.
3.5.
3.5. So you're almost at the Illinois border.
Yes.
Mm.
We're
Wow.
not far.
How far from Chicago, Illinois?
Actually, we're about 3 from Chicago, so
Okay,
we're
so I'm
right in
6
between.
from Chicago.
We're right in
But
between.
I go a different angle
We're
instead of
halfway.
down.
We're
I
like
think
the
we're
halfway
halfway between. Yeah.
Because
You
Chicago's
guys.
about 3 hours away from
Yep.
us.
So next time I go to Greg Woodstock's as a nightly thing, would you guys like to join me?
Yeah. Absolutely.
On the
He
way.
is a wonderful host.
I
He
love
makes
Greg.
sure he makes sure you're fed. He gives you a place to sleep. He's amazing.
Big Rich does that too. Just saying.
And I'm not a multi-millionaire.
Again, money doesn't matter. It's where your heart is and where your friends
Yeah,
are.
but if you got money, you're a lot easier to be, heartfelt and giving. Oh yeah, because if you
Maybe.
got no money and you're not trying to be, giving and heartfelt, it's a different story.
But the more money you have, the more friends you're trying to find by spending that money versus just.
No, if let's say you won the $1 million sweepstakes tomorrow, now
I never know who you were.
do you want more friends because they know you earned that million,
No,
or do you want the friends you had that have been there when you've been broke, when
absolutely.
you've been in trouble?
Yes.
Right. Those
My
are the friends
small
you'll
circle.
buy a house for, right?
Absolutely. My small
Yes, we're
circle.
getting a house. She wins.
I would buy an add-on for OFR.
We need an add-on. Oh my goodness.
I would absolutely
We
buy
are
an
so
add-on.
running out of space.
I know you are.
I need an
It's
add-on too.
nuts.
There's the thing.
Okay.
Moving
Take
on.
her away, Josh.
All right, so to get things started, we're gonna welcome Ava Tudino.
Oh,
to the Green
Ava,
Team.
how you doing? Welcome to the green team. Tiger Shovel Nose, awesome.
Sheasley!
We have Jim Sheasley for $5. He said,
Thank you, Jim.
He said, "Hey, thanks for having me out last week."
Last week was a blast, Jim. We had a good time.
Alrighty, we got Jim Sheasley again for
Oh.
$20. He
Oh.
said, "Happy Fishy Friday."
Yes. Happy Fishy Friday to you, Jim. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
And we
Oh,
got
geez. Here we go.
Jim
again.
Sheasley again for $20.
You
He
are the
said,
man, brother.
"Hey, I know you're busy this week, but can I come out next week on Saturday with a friend for a tour?"
Of course you can, brother. Just give me a call. You got my number. Come on out.
Okay, we got Rob Schilling for $10, and he said hashtag Team Tracy.
Aw, thank you, Rob. I appreciate
For that one, I'm gonna say cheers.
Yeah. Team Tracy, cheers.
All right, we are moving on. Ooh, okay, we got. Ooh, that,
Jokes.
That really jumped.
at least you guys see my pain.
Yep.
Oh, we're scrolling. You guys have been busy. Jesus. All right, we got Tank Top Tropics for $2. Said loving and supporting the channel.
Aw, thank you.
Hashtag Team Tracy.
Thank you, Tank Top Tropics.
Now, I think my phone might be caught up.
Really?
I'm not gonna jump the gun, but yes,
try.
I am. There you go. You can have your mouse
Alrighty.
back. Now we have Rob Schilling for $5. So he said, Nat Geo, whoop, name it, OFR going wild.
That's right. We're called, what was that Tiger King thing? What was the name of that show?
Tiger King.
Tiger King.
That was the name?
Yes.
We are the Fish Kings. I'm just saying. You stop it.
Just like
Von Yinzer says, hey, Ohio Fish Rescue and Ange.
Van.
All right, so we have Eric Edich for $5. He said, welcome back, Josh. Glad to be back.
You know who he is, right?
Yeah, Lavaca.
Lavaka's daddy. And
Yes.
he just loves seeing Reaper.
Hey, so speaking of Lavaca, she's one sassy girl, right? So now every time I open the lid to her tank, she jumps out the water. I had to swat her back in the tank last night.
Like you're not feeding her enough?
No, she's fat.
I
She
have
is
that
fat.
problem.
She's
too.
fat, but she jumps out the water. And like she lunged forward this time, and I had to like swat her back in the tank. Like I pushed her.
Me and Reaper picked a chunk of glass out of the tank.
Actually.
Oh yeah, from the lid.
Yeah.
She broke the lid.
We pulled
And the
that
glass
out.
fell down in there, yeah.
We pulled that out.
It's funny
Good.
that you guys mentioned that because he has a male flower horn that, I will say the hump because the other word sort of makes me uncomfortable for the
Scientific
technical term of their.
It's Coke.
Okay, well, we were told
K-O-K.
it was pronounced something different. But anyway.
So you don't like the word pronounced cock. It is.
Anyway.
It is.
Coke,
Yes.
because we were told.
No, it's Coke.
Okay. Well, the flower horn that he has that is in a tank by himself, if I open that glass to go to feed him, he jumps out and he bites me every single time. He comes right out of the water and he bites me.
That's good.
Now, when he goes to feed him, he opens the glass and this fish waves his tail like a puppy dog. Like, oh my goodness, feed me. But when I do it, he wants to bite.
They like daddy.
Maybe he just doesn't like you.
That's right.
That's
in all reality, I just think he don't
talk to the hand.
Because I can go over there and do the same thing Josh does, and he's
Bobby
all wagging
Heenan.
his tail.
Bobby Heenan Jr. likes daddy, and that's that.
Bobby Heenan Jr.
Bobby
He's
the
gonna
Brain
become a
Heenan.
fish fry.
No.
I doubt
You
that.
stop.
He
it.
really won't.
People
I'm
are
so
saying it's hard to hear. Is that everyone or just some? If it's just some, refresh the feed because I don't really see a problem on our end. The mic is turned up.
I turned the mic up a little more. How's that, guys?
All right, we have Jeff Beatty for $20, and he said fish food.
Nice. Thank
Thanks,
you,
Jeff.
Jeff. Here's to
And
you, Jeff.
let me know how that tank search is coming along. He's been.
Oh, there is a tank right by us in Richland Hills. It's 1,000 gallons, but it's 12 foot long.
Are you talking about in Walton Hills and it's 16 by 2 by 4?
Did you see case 2?
4 foot tall, 2 foot wide.
Yeah, it's 16 wide. It's 16 long.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
And I've talked to the guy and he wants
$5
$5
grand.
grand for it.
yeah.
I'm not paying
Okay, but that's a nice tank.
that.
Steel metal stand,
Beg the
full
difference.
canopy, full.
There is a spot on the top. I've already talked to the guy. I've already sent people over there and looked at it. It scratched the seams of a butt joint, and it's ugly. There's air bubbles in it.
All for the face?
And, yes. And because it's two 8-foot panels welded together, but
Okay.
like our Bellagios. So our Bellagio tanks, they're actually cut on a 45, so it actually lengthens the length of the joint, and it's welded together, and it's harder to see the joint. But when you do a butt joint like this, it's two flat panels coming together, and you have to get that perfectly smooth to have no air bubbles in it, and you can actually see the seam on the front.
Oh,
And
that's
someone
horrible.
set a heat lamp on top and burnt a hole into the center of
Oh.
the brace in between the lids.
No way.
So it's a fish room quality tank. I was interested in it. I've tried making a deal with him, but he didn't want a deal. He wants $5,000 for it, and that's way too much.
All right. Well, it just got sent to me tonight, so.
It would have been awesome if we could have got it for the right price.
Gotcha. Well, this is why you're in my life, son. I love you.
All right, we have Daniel Mitchell for $10. He said, "Hello, I love what you guys do, but I need help. Why is my cichlid tank staying cloudy?"
You feed too much. You don't have enough filtration. Your water parameters ain't right. It's one of those three things, period.
A lot of things that can do that.
Not enough water changes.
No.
Water flow.
Cleaning out the gravel, right?
Have you
Or-
done any of that? We're assuming you
Here.
keep up on your water changes.
Let me give you the best advice possible. Go on Facebook, join Ohio Fish Rescue 501c3, post a problem with your tank, and all of our lovely members, all 25,000
Oh, they'll
of
tell
us,
you what to do.
We'll come in and help you get your tank clear. And if you're still having problems,
If
message
you
one of
listen,
us.
don't be stubborn.
Yeah.
Listen.
If you
We'll
take
tell
advice
you
well.
what to do. Okay. Kayla Sanders says, "You're incredible with Tracy, Big Rich. I love your respecting her privacy. The night she knows she's being well cared for, and I know she appreciates the husband you are to her and the care and empathy." Aw. Thank you, Kayla Sanders. I appreciate that.
Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hey, guys.
So someone said 36 is not old. It's not old, but it's middle aged.
It's just middle-aged.
Well, I'm past that, so
Just think.
I don't
She-
care.
she-
At
She's gonna kill me
36,
in
you
my
don't
sleep.
get the sex you used to get at 18, and you're never going to get the
Family
sex you used to
friendly.
get.
We're back on that again.
Family friendly.
This is family friendly.
Yeah.
I'm not. You know what? I'm done with all of you.
There is a lot of cheers in the chat tonight, so
Did someone say
Drink up.
cheers?
cheers.
Someone said cheers.
Ah!
Alrighty. So let me check. We have 366 people in the chat tonight and only
Nice.
133 likes.
Hey guys, go hit the likes. That
Step
helps
it
us
up,
out.
people.
Yes,
Step it
please
up.
go hit the likes. That really helps us out.
If you guys want more videos from OFR, you're gonna have to hit that like button.
Yes.
Ooh. Throwing the hammer down. Alright, I just exit out and I screwed myself on my chat.
Good
So
job,
I'm gonna
buddy.
take this back real quick.
Sure.
Oh, Matt's Monster Fish is here. What?
No way. Who's that? Who's that?
Oh my goodness. I haven't heard from
Never
you
heard
in
of the
ages,
guy.
buddy. I text him and he doesn't reply no more.
What's up, Matt? Love you, brother.
Miss you, bud. What are you doing tomorrow?
Right, get up here with all of our mods that are showing up. You're still a mod. You deserve to be here. Tomorrow is the mod squad.
Alright, we have Colin Doyle for $20. He said, cheers, 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 cheers. And with that, good night.
I do not look like Todd Hoffman, by the way.
Yes, you do.
Oh my God. And you
You
think
really
you
do.
can sing just like Todd Hoffman.
What?
He
All right.
said you think you can sing.
Alright, so we have Ange in the chat tonight for $10.
What?
Do you gather your composure back there?
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Alright, Ange is in the chat tonight for $10. Said,
Hi,
hello,
Ange.
metalheads. Welcome back, Josh. Thank you. And hello,
Ange.
Big Rich, too.
Aw, I love you, Ange.
Hashtag Team Tracy and hashtag OFR Rocks.
Angie's my favorite. I love
She
her.
is a sweetheart.
I love her.
Oh, this is gonna kill me.
What?
This jumpy chat.
I see my name like 27 times now.
Yep. All right. So we got that one.
Good
we
luck
got
with
that.
that, though.
Sorry, guys. This chat's just extra jumpy. We got that. We got that. Scrolling down. Sorry, guys. Again. Terrible at my job. We have Kyle Jaded. You can go take that back.
$10 says, I'm late. I don't know what the word is, so get your drink on, Fishy people. Also, have them make arrangements to bring you guys my Asian red tail soon.
Really?
Thanks, Kyle. We'll definitely take him. And the drinking word is
Cheers.
cheers, brother.
Now
So cheers to you, Kyle.
we have Eric Hedich again for $5. Said, you guys made me spit my beer out. Oh my God. I am so sorry. When she was here, she was so peaceful. Must be that Yankee attitude.
No, he's lying. She was not peaceful. She was in a 300-gallon tank, and all the other fish in the tank were against this wall, and she was over here by herself. Don't lie, Eric.
But I will tell you this. I am getting kind of sick of just having one puffer in the tank, so we know we can't have mid-dwellers. I'm going to try something like Plecos in the tank, and we're going to do this strategically. We might not have them, directly in the tank at first. We might have them behind a divider and see if she tries going after them. We're not just going to throw the fish in there free reign and
We're getting ready to really buckle down and try other tank mates with her.
But I'm thinking Plecos will be fine because there was a time
And
when she
arrows.
was in the tank before with bottom dwellers.
I've got
she
a
left them
video
alone.
of her in the tank, a 300-gallon tank with like,
Yeah,
I don't know,
believe
20 other fish.
It. Yeah, I don't believe it.
No, no. I don't
Eric,
hear.
bring
She's
that
a
video
meanie.
back, brother. We need to see it because,
She's a meanie.
But she was in a tank. She was in a community tank, and she left everybody alone.
All right, have you guys ever seen that video of the albino gourami and someone goes up to the tank and he just rushes at the tank and tries biting you? Well, that's Lavaca. She does that too. If you put your finger on the tank, she tries biting it.
She's a mean little girl.
Actually, you know what?
Oh,
that might be a good
Mrs.Metelhead.
TikTok video.
Right.
Ooh. All right, we have Cheers Manion, and I believe I did just say Cheers, but it was C-H-I-R-S.
Chris Mannion.
No, it's C-H-I-R-S. Cheers Manion.
Cheers. Yeah, you are right.
For
Cheers,
10
brother.
For
Cheers.
$10, he
Cheers.
said,
I'll drink to that.
enjoy the fish, made me get another tank last weekend. Well, that is all we can hope
Nice.
to
That's
do.
all we can hope to do is, let people follow by example and do good and have fun and enjoy your life. But you know what? You're home enjoying your fish. You're not out causing trouble. You're home enjoying your fish. You're not out cheating on your old lady or your old man. You're enjoying your fish and enjoying life together. You and your spouse into your fish. I love that. That's just awesome.
They're saying we didn't do a Tracy update. And they're 100%
I
correct.
don't recall you doing a Tracy update.
Yes. Okay. Let me state
Wait a minute,
this.
Sue Ann Campbell, welcome to the green team. And on that note, I'm gonna go grab something.
Okay, guys. The reason we didn't do a Tracy update is because we've been here all week long doing, with Tracy, and she has been very much more alert. She has been sitting up more, and when she sits up, she tracks you with her eyes. She's watching the TV more. She's tracking us when the nurse walks through. She looks and watches. But it's pretty much the same thing last week, So there wasn't a big jump for this week. She is definitely sitting up. She holds her own head up. I push her forehead back to relax, and she sits back up. She wants to sit up, but she gets tired after a while holding her head up, you know what I'm saying? So she is amazing. She is, getting ahead. We do watch, what she does and how she acts. and her replies to what we do to her. You know, like if I wipe her mouth for, you know, she sleeps all night and there's some, you know, spit in the corner of her ear, and I wipe it, she does this, and she turns her sideways like she can't stand me. And it's okay. I don't mind it because she's showing emotion, which is, that's a good sign. You know what I'm saying? I wipe her nose, I wipe her mouth, I wipe her chest and her, trach area, and she don't like it, and she shows me that. And then when I do the hair thing and I push that thing into her hair, she sits there and just is so happy. And it's just amazing, you know. What's that thing called? The thing for the hair? You know, the
shower head?
Scratcher?
It's a head scratcher, yeah.
Head massager?
Head massager. It's a thing with like a bunch of wires look like this, and you put it on someone's head and you push down and they bend open, and the more you push down, the more these things are running through people's hair. Oh my God, it's so nice. Oh my God. It's beautiful. Metalhead, you wouldn't understand it. All right?
Hey, don't mess my hair up.
But she loves it. So, I mean, she's doing the same thing she was doing last week. So there wasn't really a Tracy update. The nurses here were learning to get along.
Let me go ahead and share a story. So I have a friend who, their mom and my friend's, you know, ex-wife is going through the same thing. I'm not going to say.
No, it was after Tracy.
Yeah, I'm just saying I have a friend. I'm going to keep their identities private, but they're going through the same, you know, story, and they had the same anoxic brain injury, went into a coma, came out into a vegetative state, and then the woman.
No, wait. When they told us, this is like 3 to 5 months after Tracy.
This was last week. It happened a month ago.
No. When this whole happened to Tracy, we got a couple months later, you know, contacted by your friend and said the same thing happened to his niece or nephew or whatever, and you know, it was a big thing, and we're like, no way, there's no way that this happened to 2 different people we know. You know, anoxic brain injury, that's a bad thing. And you know, 6 months goes by, and then all of a sudden you get this news, which was,
okay, this was a month ago.
Yes.
And back to what I was saying. Basically had the same injury my mom did, and she went down in a coma into a vegetative state, and then she was put on kidney dialysis.
Just like your mom.
And then she came off the dialysis machine. They were going to move her into an acute care hospital, and then her time was running up, so they were going to move her to a long care facility, like a nursing home. And I was, you know, talking with them, giving them advice and whatnot. And
so what happened with Tracy?
She started doing some of the same things my mom has done. You know, she started, you know, emoting with her face. She started to move her legs.
Wait. The first thing was the emotion. You know, no matter what you do, if you wipe her mouth or you'd suction her out, she would do this like smirk thing. You know, like, you know, you'd wipe her mouth and she'd go, yeah. You know, like she hates you. And I'm like, I don't care. I'll take that. She's emoting now. She's producing an emotion. You know, and I'm loving that. It's our first thing that we see that it's not a natural movement. This is an emotion. So I'm thinking this is a good thing, you know. So, you know, she went from emoting like that to
we're
her legs moving.
Then her torso moved, and then she woke up. So all we can do is stay hopeful.
Pray.
This other girl started moving her legs. Well, Tracy moves her legs now. She bends them all the way up to her abdomen and tries to sleep in a what do you want to call it? A child's fetus position?
Fetal.
Yeah. And, you know, this other girl did this too. And then next thing you know, she woke up. Well, she surpassed Tracy. Tracy hasn't woke up yet. But Tracy has exhumed all these things, the same thing that this girl did. And it's just amazing. And we're just waiting now, you know.
Yeah.
And now that she's emoting, she has a smiley face. She has a smirk face, like, you know, she don't like you. You know, she has a face where she's crying. And, you know, I feel so bad that I wipe her tears away and all that kind of stuff. She has, you can tell if she's comfortable, upset, happy, or, you know, hurt. And, you know, we're at this point to where we can read her now. And this other girl passed Tracy and woke up. It's time for Tracy to wake up now.
She's gonna get there, though.
She's getting there.
I looked at her nails today, and when I grabbed her hand, she started shaking a little bit.
Which is different. Didn't happen before.
That was...
How hard did you grab
You
her
did.
hand?
No.
I
She
didn't.
did her nails last time she was here.
I did.
A month or two ago.
Yeah.
And there was no shaking. Now Tracy,
No.
she's shaking her hand like, you know, she sees a difference.
Like,
All right, back to the live stream. I'm gonna interrupt you guys now. Back to the live stream.
Okay.
Chad Blocklinger for $5. He said, "Good to see everyone. Hey, Metalhead, did you show Big Rich the self-defense video?"
No,
Yes.
because
Oh.
no, I didn't, because I'm having problems with my damn password. Okay.
Swear jar.
Yep.
Get the swear jar.
Oh,
Look,
Grab the swear
look,
jar.
Here we go.
Here's the swear jar. Family-friendly show, my
how much
friend.
do you put in each time? A
At
quarter?
least $50.
No, you lie. There you go.
There you go. So, no, I haven't. As soon as I can figure out my Google password, yes, I will.
Alrighty, and we have Anthony Norse for $5. Said, "Thanks for everything you guys do. Cheers, cheers, cheers."
Aw, thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, now we have Liz Dredgeney, maybe?
That was
Excuse
my
me
friend from 40 years ago.
Okay, and she says, set up the Pleco tank first, then when they get settled, put Lavaca in there last.
Could
Okay.
that work?
It's possible. We can try many different avenues.
Lavaca's so...
Mean?
Lavaca's very in your face. I'm trying to be PC, but Lavaca is not the one. She really is just not the
I
one.
put her in with the
You just
no.
can't.
the Lake Tanganykan Zaire frontosa,
Yeah.
and they're down at 250 foot, but they're from the same lake where MBU puffers, Mabu puffers are from. And she took out a chunk out of their back, out of like 17 different fish.
Yeah.
She took a chunk out, and like 4 of them can't grow back because she bit
No.
too low. The bone ain't coming back, but the
No.
rest are growing back now.
I mean, I feel like her
I'm
t-shirt.
gonna clarify that a little bit.
Mhm.
That's like saying, you know, they're from Lake Erie, and one's all the way in New York, and one's all the way over in, you know,
Yeah, that's true.
west side.
That's
It's two
true.
different sides of the lake,
It is true.
so it's a little bit like
But that was the reason that we decided to put them together and try them. You know, they're both from Lake Tanganyika. One's from up high, one's from down low. You know, it may have worked. It didn't work.
One's more of a river species, one's more of a lake species.
Lavaca's just not nice. I mean, she seems really sweet. She's just not a fishy fish.
She is a
All right,
sweetheart.
we have Case 2 for $10. He said, "The fiance and I are from Minnesota and might be going to Michigan in May. It's halfway to OFR, and we are thinking we should continue on to Ohio and make a trip out of
You
it.
should.
Beer and ribeyes on us."
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You should. Absolutely. We will be here. We will entertain. No problem, brother. You come down. There's no thinking about it. Come down.
And we have Tank Life Apparel, which we just received
We
a package
just received
from today. Which you
Yes,
guys will
from awesome people, you know, today.
You guys will see that soon on Facebook for $5.
I think it's already on Facebook. If not, it'll be there tomorrow morning.
Said, I'm so glad Tracy is doing better. You guys are all amazing. Did you guys receive the package we sent? So I hope we answered that before we read the chat. All right, so...
Wait a minute. We videoed that today. So that went out today. Go to OFR and check out today's video of awesome people. You are on there. That was today's video. We did release that.
It was.
Yeah.
All right, we have Jordan for $100. Said happy Friday to the
No
fishies.
way. Thank you, Jordan. That's
I'm gonna
awesome
say
of you.
Cheers to you.
No. Cheers to you. Wait. No cheers?
I wasn't planning on it.
Well, Josh is lame.
Tell me something. Tell me what else is new.
You just have my excuse, so what?
Just saying. Alrighty, so we are caught up on the live chat now.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and see if we can get some fish-related questions in the chat. So let's go ahead and start posting them questions, and I will pick and choose, and I won't get to all of them, but yours might get read.
Yeah, good luck.
Did you get this one?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Amber and Thought said, yeah, maybe Lavaca is just a little depressed still. Absolutely not.
No.
She is a feisty one. And when I say feisty, she's feisty.
Fighty bitey.
Fun Yinzer says, Metalhead Prime, is there going to be a battle royal between Ohio Fish Rescue versus the Prime?
Absolutely not.
Why would there be a battle?
No.
Because we have the pool cover, and I can throw your butt out on top of it'll be like a big water bed, and then we can battle royale.
There's still never going to be a fight between us and the Price family.
Oh, it wouldn't
Never.
be a fight. It's cool.
No,
Never.
it'd be it's a battle royale. It's just for fun.
I throw Josh down on the water bed, covering the whole pool pond, and then I'm holding him down, and then you come and jump on my back and pull my hair, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm just holding him down. And he's like, see, I got you. And he hits me, and next thing you know, now you both are holding me. Now, would this not be something fun?
Yeah, I mean, it might be kind of fun.
Oh, look, we got your old lady involved now.
It might be kind of
Sound
fun.
premeditated.
It does sound premeditated, but it might be fun.
That's okay. To upset him, I'm going to rub his head. Okay.
All right, so
Mrs.
we have
Metalhead finding Mr.
we have
Metalhead.
Ivory from said, Josh, where did you put the albino fish you got from the other store? They are not albinos. They are actually a color morph
phantoms?
called amelanism, and a lot of people don't know this, but just like snakes and other reptiles, there's a million different color morphs that can happen to reptiles. They can also happen to fish. So you have melanistic, amelanism, albino, platinum, and the list just goes on and on and on and on. That's how you can get red datnoids. It is a very rare natural color morph that can happen, but these are amelanistic red-tailed catfish, and we do have them coming. We went down to Predatory Fins. We picked them out. I hand-picked them myself, but we are waiting for them to be shipped. They were supposed to be shipped today, but Rod called me, said he's been so tired. This man has been going day and night, and his employees left the shop. He was there working, still getting out orders. So he passed out, and he didn't get to the airport today. So the Phantom Red Tails did not go out. He said maybe tomorrow. If not, definitely next week. But you best believe it, you will get a video of them bad boys arriving. You'll see where they will go.
And you will find out their names.
Screw the names. You're going to start. Once they hit our water, the battle starts. Me versus Rod, OFR versus Predatory Fins.
Paul Cavaro, Zach Ketchum, they all got one.
This is between OFR and Rod. Ohio versus Florida. Who can grow the biggest amelanistic red tail catfish?
You're talking the
Phantom red tails.
Phantom red tails. Who gets a bigger one?
Me and him were
Wait a
smack
minute.
talking when I was down at his shop in Florida, and I said, "Hey, bro, I honestly think I can grow my fish bigger than you can grow yours." And he said, "All right, I think we need to do this." So he called me out while I was filming, so I couldn't say no. So now I just gotta embarrass him a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I will say Rod has some of the largest, aquarium fish around, so he is no joke to mess around with. This will be a fun contest, a fun, friendly competition, and it'll be great content for you guys because you'll see it from both sides. You'll see updates on his, you'll see updates on ours, and we're just
The
gonna
whole
have a
problem
battle
is,
royale.
a guy that's compensating, has big things, and Rod's got the biggest airpine. Rod's got the biggest fish tank. Rod's got the biggest, pet
All right,
store.
next super chat. We have Kyle Jaded for $5. Said any big
Love you,
projects-
Rod.
Any big projects coming soon? I need to take a few days off of work and would love to come help on my vacation.
Kyle,
The only
show up
thing-
here, bro. We'll
the only
do something.
thing we have coming up next that's big is the landscaping of the back pond.
The landscaping of the back pond, the moving of the 580,
That's nothing.
the what do you call it? The facade on the Dwight Howard tank,
That's nothing.
the filling up of the what are them racks we just put in, the pallet racks, all kinds of things. We got lots of things happening.
He said big.
Them are all big.
No.
Oh yeah.
The landscaping of the pond's big because that'll take a lot of help. Everything else is small. That's wee little stuff. That's a single video. All right, we have Eric Headage for $5. Said, "Don't worry, metalheads. Me and Linda are 6 years apart. We have your back."
What does that mean?
Talking about age.
Oh.
Stick with the program, guys.
Yeah,
We have
listen,
Cal
I'm
Bell
old.
said,
I
"Do you
don't
guys have any short-bodied catfish?" We actually do.
Yes, we do.
We have a short-bodied red-tailed catfish, and we have a short-bodied Peroon shark. We also
We
have, a
short
short-bodied.
body alligator.
Yeah, that's not a catfish. We also
True.
have a short-body albino Pangasius catfish, which is also known
That
as an
we do.
iridescent shark. So those are the 3 short-body catfish that we do have. We do have other short-body catfish, like you mentioned, but those are the only catfish. All right, let's look at some of these more questions in the chat. Let's see who is...
It's okay. Rod's system is not 100,000 gallons. It is so not. We've got way more water than,
He's got a
predatory
bigger
fish.
tank than us, though.
Okay.
Just
He
saying.
has a bigger tank.
He's got a bigger tank.
Not much, but it's bigger.
Hey, I'm just
Once
saying.
we buy that tank and it's here, he has nothing on us, right?
Just saying, you got to give respect where respect's due. Rod has the biggest tank right now. We have the largest pond, but Rod has the biggest
Okay,
tank.
guys. My tank's not as big as Rod's. I'm sorry. Rod, I love you, brother. When your fish gets here, we're going to name him Ryan. For sure.
I already told him that in the video.
Did you?
He said, "I think you guys should name one of these catfish Ryan because he
That's his baby boy, just got born.
He's pink and it looks just like Ryan."
Oh, shit. Oh, no, that's horrible.
I'm like, "You got it, bud."
All right, so our Phantom Redtail is
One
going to
of
be
them.
Ryan. One of them.
We got Ryan and we've got, I don't know, Pinky.
Ryan's older sister. Let's see who beats up on who.
Rod and Ryan. There we go. All right, so
I
more
don't know about you guys,
questions.
but I'm having a lot of fun tonight.
Absolutely.
You guys aren't really asking many fish-related questions in the chat. I've got a shame on you guys. I'm trying to keep
We've
this.
got plenty of time for
I'm trying
fish-related
to-
questions.
We got Salford said, would love to see a goonch at Ohio Fish Rescue. Any plans on getting one?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
listen, Linda. All right.
Linda.
So, the goonch is my favorite catfish
He
on
said
this
Linda.
planet, okay? I'm not joking. My favorite catfish, the Bulgarian yoreli, the Devil Catfish, gets man-eating size, one of the 6 known man-eaters on this planet. They are awesome, but they are something special to care for. You have to have the right setup, and every time I've tried in the past, the biggest I've grown them out to is 26 inches before they've passed. So every time I grow one out, I try something different and try and mimic more of their natural scape. The next time I do it, I'm doing a full-blown riverscape, fast-moving water, and we're gonna give them the right pH that comes from India, where they hail from. Because I want one that's 4 foot long, 5 foot long, 6 foot. I want to overstep those boundaries and have the largest goonch catfish
So you
in
want it
captivity.
20 foot long.
They don't get that big.
But the tank does.
the tank, we do have 20-foot tanks. But I do want to, before I buy one, I want to make sure I have that tank set up first, because I always practice what we preach. I always want to
Due
make sure.
diligence, learn everything.
And
Yep.
I always practice what I preach, so I'm not going to buy another goonch until I feel comfortable that I have the perfect tank set up for a goonch. And I don't know, a 580 sitting out there looks like a pretty good tank to start with. So,
Keeping it
Just
real,
saying.
dude in the back is secretly trying to pass his wife a beer.
it's in a koozie. Let it slide. We're going to let that one slide.
We're gonna let that slide.
What now?
Okay.
You shut up.
Von Yinzer.
You shut up.
Have you guys ever thought about trying smaller dither fish like rummy nose tetras, or something smaller and quicker like white clouds, small enough to escape notice? Probably thinking about lavaca. We have tried guppies, but the problem with us, we do large volume pass-through systems, but we also do
Pass-through.
their own filtration on the tanks. So with that large pass-through, these smaller fish sometimes get pushed over the overflow. And with smaller fish, we can't have that. So we have to be careful with what fish we stick in these systems to ensure that they survive and thrive. Now, you can put sponges over the overflows. That is a possibility. But with how much we feed and how many fish we have here, those get gummed up really quick. We've had overflows and floods because of it. So we try and just avoid that and avoid the hassle altogether. All right. I'm not reading that one. So we have Chad Blocklinger for $5. Said, favorite metal band from the 90s that's not super known. I'm going with Mastodon.
Can
Yeah.
I? Green Jelly. as
Okay.
Just posted.
Dude, they started out with
Three
Three
Little
Little
Pigs.
Pigs.
Yeah.
And then they changed the name to Green Jello. We used to do their song. You know? Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. You know, it was a great song.
Who else takes a kitty story and turns it into a metal song? Nobody
We
does
did a
that.
great version of it. It was awesome.
Wasn't Kitty 90s?
No, that was 2000. That was
Never
later.
mind.
Okay, we have Salford Lad again. Said, is it food or water flow that causes goonch issues? I know they live in very fast-flowing waters.
Very slow water flow.
That's
And that's the problem with all goonches die.
That's a question we can't actually answer because we don't know. That's just what we think, and that's the next thing we're going to try. Because we've never had a problem with the goonch eating. You know, sometimes when they're small, they are stubborn. But if you take, cut fish like shrimp or tilapia, and you actually coat it in garlic extract, it just entices the fish to eat. That is also a trick. If you're ever having a problem with fish eating, cover it in garlic extract, and they're gonna go nuts
It
over
works.
it. But this is
They
dual
eat
purpose.
it.
Garlic extract is the only natural antibiotic on this planet, and that can actually help your fish's immune system and help fight off, infection. So that's a double plus. But it is expensive, so you can't do every feeding. But if you are having a fish that's having trouble, soak it in garlic extract, and they're going to go nuts.
Exactly.
Garlic
So I
also
hope that
causes
answered your
me to eat.
question. How do you get rid of Blackbeard algae? I've done peroxide and it did not work.
Diet
Um,
right.
Oh my God.
I would say scrub it off, do a water change, and then once you have the most amount of that Blackbeard algae out of the tank, then go ahead and dose it with a little bit of peroxide, and that should finish it off right there. But if you leave it thick, when you do the peroxide, it's only going to kill the outside, what's in contact with the water and the peroxide can get to. So the outside might die off, and then the inside's still alive, and it's just going to regrow yet again. So try and get in there with a scrub brush, scrub it off, scrape it off, whatever you have to do, and then dose it with peroxide. You're going to be good to go. All right. Already got that one. Sorry, guys. More questions. My peacock bass are breeding. Any tips? Are they in a tank alone? I would put them in a tank alone. I would, after they have the eggs,
Wow.
I would separate them. I would try and put them in a tumbler if you're trying to get them to hatch. Once the fry hatch, you're probably not going to be successful on your first, second, third try, but
Hardly ever.
maybe on the fourth try, you're going to get some to hatch. And you can set up different obstacles in the tank to get the bass to breed on and put them eggs on, so you can remove this piece of rock and put it into a tank with an air stone, turning them eggs, and then you might get some to hatch. And with every iteration, you're going to get a little bit better and know what to do. The eggs are going to grow fungus. You have
You
to
said
put
iteration, not
Yeah.
generation.
no
It's
iteration.
all right. It's all right.
Do you know what an iteration is?
We're good, bro.
He's an engineer.
All right, so
Can you spell engineer?
Yes.
with eggs, you're
Is
going to
it
get a lot of fungus.
INGNE?
So you might need to put
No.
methylene blue in with the eggs. So I mean that might be a thing
That
for you. So
motherfucker's
you might only get 20 to hatch.
engineer.
Next time you might get 100. So I
He
just
chases
keep on going if that's what you're trying to go for. And then who knows? You might be the next peacock bass supplier here. But they are very hard to breed. That's why not everyone does it. All right, so we have Dart Frog 100 for $5. Says Big Rich, can you say I pluck pheasants? I'm a pheasant plucker 3 times fast. It's a
I pluck pheasants. I'm a pleasant fucker. Oh. How dare you?
Oh, I
How
saw
dare
that
you
coming.
do that to me?
Where's your art?
Oh my God, they got me.
You said that so confident.
I was confident I was going to do that. No problem.
He really thought he was gonna do it.
Oh my goodness. Wait, well, let's go back up to that one. Big Rich, can you say, I pluck pheasants, I'm a pleasant plucker 3 times fast?
Pheasant.
Pheasant plucker. All right. I pluck pheasants, I'm a
Pheasant plucker.
I pluck pheasants, I'm a pheasant plucker 3 times. I pluck pheasants, I'm a pleasant. All right. I pluck pheasants, I'm a pheasant plucker. I pluck pheasants, I'm a pheasant plucker. I pluck pheasants, I'm a pleasant plucker.
Just put
Yeah.
it in the jar.
No.
You said
Just
pleasant, not
straight in the
pheasant.
jar.
Just pay the jar.
Well, that first one was bad.
Whatever.
That first one was bad.
Not even close to what he said.
Guys, what are you trying to do to me?
Oh, that's great.
I gotta go take care of Tracy.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go, guys.
That was
All right, so
Holy cow.
with that tongue twister on mind, wow.
Dart Frog, you suck. funniest stuff I've dealt with all night. Thank you, Darfrog.
All right, we have I'm just saying for $5 said, hello fellas, I'm late, but I'm here. Welcome back, Josh. We miss you 100. Hashtag Tracy be strong.
Yes.
Cheers to you.
Yes.
All right. Kayla Sanders said, my tank isn't always cloudy, but it always looks like there's little tiny particles. I think it's from my town's water. I don't know what to do. We filter it plenty, change the water plenty, etc. Well, if there are particulates in your water, those are not being
metals.
filtered. No. That could be anything. That could be food particulates. It could be poop. It could be, could be heavy metals. I hope it's not, because then your town's water system would be failing miserable.
Right.
So I hope it's not that. I would have some sort of faith if they're calling them a water distribution and they're giving you dirty
Their
water.
water should be clean.
It'd be really bad. But, so it could be anything. So more than likely, it's something happening with your mechanical filtration. Either there's too much coarse filtration. You might need to add a little bit more, fine filter media to filter that out. So I would definitely check into that. And if you want a little bit more advice, you can maybe post a post onto our Facebook page and, ask them, say, here's the inside of my filter. How do you think I can, step this up a notch? And our mods, our people, our Fishy family would love to help. Just saying.
Also, if you're running a canister or a sump filter, make sure all your hoses are nice and tight.
Do you guys have an Amazon wish list set up for what you need?
Yes, I'm looking for that right now.
Alright. I gotta stop out, guys. Sorry. I have a situation I need to check on.
Anthony
guys?
Norris said, I want 2 goldfish. How big of a tank should I get? Depends on the kind of goldfish. There are many different kinds. But for full grown, a 75 should be perfect.
If that's all you keep in there.
Right, he said two goldfish. So
Gotcha.
for life, a 75 should be fine. But that depends on what kind of goldfish you want. So I guess that's the best answer I can give you right now. Okay.
What link did he ask for?
The Amazon wish list. We have Jesus's Aquatics. One of my fish has an external bacterial infection. What is the best medicine to help heal my Oscar? That depends. Is it a gram-negative or is it a gram-positive bacterial infection?
Big difference.
That is, 2 different styles of medication that could be going on and going in your tank. So I would look that up, and you can do a simple Google search of bacterial infections in fish and see, oh, that looks like mine. Or you can post a picture into Ohio Fish Rescue, and our people will be more than happy to help. Can't say that enough. So it's kind of hard to just go off the top of my head without seeing the fish. But there are antibiotics for both of them. Sometimes it requires things like Canaplex, to where it can only be absorbed through the body. That's the only antibiotic that can be absorbed through the body. The rest have to be either injected or ingested, so meaning you have to soak it in their food if they're still eating, and if they're not, then you have to inject it into their body. But with that being said, you have to have the knowledge of a veterinarian to know
How
the size
much
of the
do you
fish,
inject
the weight,
per pound, blah, blah, blah.
and know where to inject it, because every fish's anatomy is just a little bit different. So you have to know the anatomy of that fish and know, I can inject this right here with this dose and it will be
It'll
fine.
fix everything.
But, sometimes it might take 7 injections. So all I can say is post a picture and we can try and help you out, bud.
Yep.
Okay, how many angels are good for a 55? I would say 4.
4 is a good number.
4 is a good number.
If they're full grown, because they get big.
Yes, and angels are very territorial, so you either have to have
And if they're not
small
big,
number.
they will grow big. And you want to put 20 in there. There's going to be a certain amount that grow big and then become masters and then
Dominant and pick on the small ones.
yes, and then kill small ones. Yes.
So that's something you might not know about angels is once one becomes dominant, they start picking on the runts of the pack.
And killing them.
They start killing them, yes. So either you have to have so many in a tank that their attitudes can't clash, or just enough to where they can all get along and be fine in one
What's
tank.
that number?
For a set 75, I'd say 4.
I
But-
say 6.
I think you're wrong.
Depends on how many are male, how many are female, but yes, we're real close.
And it also depends on what species of angelfish, because some
This
are
is
more
true,
violent
too.
than others. And some grow larger
You
than
heard,
others.
you heard it here first.
13 and a half.
Kel Bell said, how are your guys' goldfish doing? Going back to the gumball tank, they're doing fantastic. They are in a 350
We saved
gallon
all the
gas
egg.
tank
Everything's
with
fine.
the high fin banded sharks.
Yep. And no egg.
K Stu said, Josh Price, what books are you reading? Right here, buddy. Right here.
You stop it.
All right. Corey Swift says my Motorola Stingrays are showing breeding activity. How will I know if my male got my female, or will he just continue to go after her? Okay, so here is a good tell. You're seeing the breeding activity. You're seeing him flip her over, and you know that they have about 9 seconds of a magical moment, and then it's done. And then once a female is pregnant, the male will generally leave her alone. This is because they start,
Did you say a magic moment?
Yes, I did. It's family friendly, okay? And, like I said, once she is pregnant, the males will likely leave the female alone. Not all the time, so sometimes you might need to remove the female. But if the male is trying to breed with the female too many times, you might need to remove the female, put her in her separate pen, and let her heal up, even if she did not get pregnant, to be able to heal back up and then put her back in the breeding tank to breed with the male. But most of the time, what I do is I put my male in the tank with all of my females, I let him breed, and then I'll take the male back out. And then I'll leave the females there so I don't stress them, and I don't have no chance of the female aborting the newly conceived babies. So, hope that helps. All right.
The other thing you do is just turn Barry white on.
That also works. It really does. Very white. Magical. All right. Jason Mullins had picked up one of the Phantom short bodies. What is the growth rate compared to regular red tails? Okay, so here's the thing with short bodies. They still grow fast. Speaking of a red tail, but they will not get as big. So they might max out at 30 inches. But I've had, short bodies that have grown faster than a regular red tail, and they shoot up to size, and then they just stop. They peter out, and they're done. So, every fish is a little bit different. I've also had, some genetic mutations to where they don't grow for several years, and then all of a sudden they hit this growth spurt, and they're like, bam! And then they grow up, and we're good to go. Where's Diesel tonight? He is out there in the kitchen. We got SC Aquatics for $2. He said, I got an engineering degree on eBay today. Oh my goodness. That's an achievement, Steven. Thanks, K-Stu, for the lovely comment. And I'm going to say cheers.
Dude, I'll be right back. I gotta take care of your mom.
Go for it. I'm reading fishy comments, and we're having fun. Okay. Timothy Wilson, do you think keeping a flower horn with Plecos is fine? Because I have 3 Plecos, one is 16 inches long, and the others are smaller, but just curious. Okay, so I've had flower horns that were the biggest jerk ever. I've put them into a community tank in a 4,400 gallon tank, and now they are the biggest baby you can ever think of. It all depends on tank size. So if you put them in a decent sized tank and you put Plecos in there, they're generally going to stay out of each other's way. All I can say is put them together if you want to do that and watch them, monitor them. If the flower horn starts going after the Pleco, then you know it was a bad move and split them up. But if you put them in there and the flower horn's just like, hey, what's up, guy? You're out of my way. This is my territory. Cool, we're good. Then I'd say go for it. So that's not really an easy question to answer. All I can do is offer my advice based on my my happenings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my flower horn, I can't put anything in there other than a female when the time is right. Again, cue the Barry White. But no, I don't know about it. And really, to add on to that, why would you want to put a Pleco in with a flower horn? I mean,
you guys need to quit with the 9-second comments, but funny. All right. Salford Ladd said, other than your stingrays, have you ever considered breeding fish for profit, such as discus, to support the rescue financially? Okay. I have. I have not. How can I say this? Every fish that I've wanted to breed, I have not gotten them like a breeding pair, or I've not successfully bred them. Like I'd love to breed, platinum red tails. Even though you breed a platinum red tail with a platinum red tail, the babies aren't gonna come out platinum. It might come out, 10 platinums and 400 regulars. So I mean that might be the case, but I would love to breed, my platinum gars. I have all these color morph gars. We got our buddy John Trong who donated the platinums. Our buddy Vince Wu who donated them awesome color morph albino and xanthics. If I can get those guys breeding together and see what the spawn can bring, that would be awesome. And that would be just kind of a science experiment that I'm personally excited about and would love to do and share with the hobby and see what comes up of it. And if something cool comes out that someone wants to buy to support the rescue, even better. We can help more fish. We can do more for the community. Because, we are still hobbyists at heart. We love to do this for the love of fish. We love to help our fishy family out. We love to do things for other people. So there's a lot of times that, people donate tanks to us. And I say, I appreciate your donation. If we can't use it, then it'll go to someone else in need. And there's a lot of times people call us and say, hey, my tank broke, or I don't have a heater, or I don't have the money to buy this. Can you offer me any sort of advice? And I'd be like, hey, I have, 300 extra heat eaters here. Come take one. Here, I have this tank. Come take it. And, it helps a lot of people out. Now, 9 times out of 10, it helps a lot of the people who are closer to us just because they can drive and pick up the stuff. But we are trying to branch out. We try and offer advice and, try and help people all over the world. I had someone call me from the Maldives, which I'd love to visit one day. That's awesome. It's on my bucket list. But he had a large fish tank over there. He was having a problem. And I sent him some advice, and it solved his problem, and he was so grateful. Just the fact that we can help people all over the world just by sharing knowledge, why not? It's free. I just shut off my phone. Damn it. All right, we are back. All right, next question. I forgot where I was at. That's sad. Okay, we got Michigan Tropicals for $5. Said, hi guys, just say hi to the store. So hello to Michigan Tropicals. If you guys are from Michigan, go ahead and check them out. They are a great store, and we do love to support our friends. So
What part of
check them out.
Michigan?
Good question. My dad always drove there. I did not drive there yet. So tell us, Michael, tell us what part of Michigan you are from. I
Curious.
just know it's Michigan.
Yeah, well, I'm just curious. Go to Michigan for other things. Not getting into details, but
Michael just texted me, said, meant to say the store wants to say hi. We have people here watching. So sorry I didn't see your message before I read the super chat, but Michael's store, Michigan Tropicals, wants to say hi. So hi, Michigan Tropicals, and everyone watching from the store. Sorry, I'm fixing this chat here. Okay. There we go. Joe Daly, Joe's wife, said, Josh, you have one of the most beautiful voices. Well, thank you. That is much appreciated. Janie said, Josh, you're getting a lot of love tonight. Yes, I am, and I appreciate it. But we are looking for fishy questions. So let's get them in the chat, guys. Green Queen said, did you get into a fight, Josh? You got a boo-boo. All right, so this right here, so I was underneath the 500-gallon fish tank and the GFCI tripped because there was a flood out there. And I'm sitting there trying to push the button, and I got the button back in, and I re-tripped it. And sitting right next to the 500 is my mom's electric wheelchair. And on the top of it is this little square bar that's very sharp. It sticks out in the back, and it has her headrest that moves in and out on it. And I stood up too fast, and it got me. So there's your answer. Okay. My chat jumped again. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm scrolling back to find out where I last left off. What are Chris Cheers Manion said? What are good mates to go with Oscars in a 175? I would say South American cichlids. Gars, well, smaller species of gar. I would not say alligator gar, but you know, things like Florida gar and spotted gar, they stay much smaller. What else? Plecos. There's different species of smaller catfish that you can definitely put in there. There's the feather fins. There's the footboard line pims. They only get about 12 inches or so. I would definitely try and stay away from all the fish that OFR love because they get monstrous and they will definitely outgrow your 175.
175?
Can you shut the door, you heathen?
Yeah.
You heathen? I'm Roger now.
I sure will get along with just about anything.
All right.
It's the other fish.
All right. Would you ever breed anchovies or guppies to feed your predatory fish? The answer is no.
Wait a minute. Reefing for Life says 72. Josh got his butt whooped by a chair. Bet that chair is bent up now.
Yes, they're talking about this. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
who-
you got screwed up by a chair.
I don't know who hit that because that was not even bad, but you read it, so recognition. But no, I definitely won. That chair's in the bottom.
You won
of the
against
Monster
that
Pond.
chair?
It's in the bottom of
What
the Monster
is
Pond.
Whitby moving
Oh, it's
forward?
thrown out now.
Yeah,
Why do you
I
guys
tossed it
want
in
me
there.
to sit in this chair? What is with this chair? That is what I want to know.
No, we just want that chair showed, so it says, "Shut up,
I know.
Roger."
That's why I haven't moved.
Okay, so the person who asked about anchovies and guppies, for one, we don't try and feed no live to our fish. We think that's cruel.
Yeah, no live feeding.
Because we save all fish, big, small, nano, monsters. You know, it doesn't
You know,
matter.
nano fish, even 150 gallon and lower. Oh my God, there's quarters in this cup.
That's the swear jar, buddy.
This is the swear jar.
Well, hey, at least it's not toilet paper.
Wow. Okay. I lost my drink.
Someone's gonna have that on a meme tomorrow.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They're already
man.
making it right now.
Michigan Tropical says, "Hi, Big Rich. Hi, dude. What's up?"
Michigan Tropicals for $5, and we are located in Flint, Michigan. Hi, Big Rich.
That's our buddy, and you know he helps us out many times. If you're anywhere near there, go check out. You know, what's his shop called?
Michigan Tropicals.
Michigan Tropicals in Flint, Michigan. Yes.
All right. Reefing for Life 72 says Wisconsin needs folks like you, Josh.
D Hams, I love you, brother.
Yes, Bill Lynch said, Josh, you have fish in your drink. Yes, I do. Look at that. Pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool.
Especially
Oh,
with
cover
the
your
look.
forehead. Cover your forehead. Right there. Hold it down. Lower, lower, lower. Let the fish swim through now.
Coming through it. That's a clear drink.
Hey
of
Stu
okay.
said at Josh Price, would you set a goal to do a trip like that once a year at least? Did you record any of the peacock catches? Okay, so let me go ahead and talk about this just a little bit. Peacock bass fishing is very intense.
He'll set it up weekly.
Okay, I would love to go back, but peacock bass fishing is very intense. I had 2 rods out, and when I set one down, I had another fish on the other line, so there was no time to, get a camera and record it. So I just lived in the moment. I enjoyed it. It was all catch and release. I, enjoyed the fight and enjoyed them letting me come in there and catch them out of their canal. It was beautiful. I went the first 3 days. I didn't catch a single fish, and I was very mad, very aggravated, and I was not having a good time. But, we got there 4th day, and then I started slamming peacock bass. And then I caught like 40 of them. And then we just started, it was just all out. We found this honey hole right in Florida. And every time we just cast our line in certain time of the day, they were right there. And oh my God, it was so fun. So we just lived a little bit in the moment. I didn't want to film that because I didn't want to put that on OFR and think that, we're out there trying to harm fish. But it was fun. We did catch and release. I made sure that, that there was no hooks left in them. We tried to respect the environment. I love to fish. I love the fight. I love to see fish in their natural environment. I can't get down there and dive with them, so I fish for them. So I called up a few of my buddies down there to come fish. That did not work out, so me and my buddy Clinton, we took it upon ourselves just to go out there and explore, investigate, find our own honey holes. The first 3 days was bad, and then we got on the money, and now we know where a lot of things are. We know where peacock bass are, snakeheads. So maybe next time we go out there, we can go fish for a little bit of peacock bass, and then we can go out there and find something else. Say clown knives, and I've heard even of arapaima being down there in canals. So, who knows? Maybe next time we'll do a little bit better. And next time I'll do a video. I'll bring someone down to record for me. Who knows? But it was too hard to fish and record and enjoy myself and make a video. So, there's your answer. When Metalhead has his head down, it looks like a happy trail from Cape Fear Koi. All right, let's get a few more fishy questions in tonight. We will go until 8:30, and then we're going to call it a night. So I'm going to get just a few more questions in, and we're going to wrap this thing up for the night.
I have a question. Is Roger watching, and is he seeing that?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Roger's definitely here, and he always sees that.
He's a stalker.
Okay. Tip Top Magoo said, OFR, have you guys ever tried watering a veggie garden with the overflow tank water? You have enough gallons to feed a nice sized garden.
Yep.
Yes, we have tried it, and we're actually going to move towards a aquaponics system on our filtration 2.0, which will be coming this summer.
Real soon, yeah.
So stay tuned for that. We're going to basically explode our filtration system. We're going to expand it by 3 to 5 times, and it's going to be way bit bigger, way more biological, way more mechanical, way more plants. But not only plants for the fish, plants for us. So I'm going to grow green peppers, going to grow banana peppers, going to grow cucumbers, going to grow strawberries, tomatoes,
strawberries, watermelon.
Yum, 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 yum. Maybe.
He said, wait a minute on the watermelon.
That's sugary.
Mouth
We don't eat
shut
sugar
on
in my
the
life.
plant-growing thing.
All right. John Kim said, Josh, how do you handle the volume of nitrates in your cichlid tank behind you? There are no nitrates in there. There is a 4,000
a little
gallon.
trace.
It's below 20.
It's below, 10.
I'm
As it flowing
being
through
a
there.
little overzealous. I say below 20 just to be safe. That's literally perfect water. And there are times we have been below 10 on our entire system. But, that changes with different rescues we bring in. Right now, we're probably at an all-time low. We only have 5 fish to rehome. So our water quality is up here to where sometimes it might be down here. But right now we are up here with the amount of water we have flowing through that tank. We have a 4,000 gallon per hour pump pumping through from our system. If you don't know, we have a central filtration system that filters all of our 100,000 gallons that are indoors. Actually, there's more than 100,000 gallons right now, so correction. So we have a central filtration system. It filters it all and cycles through all the tanks. Plus it has individual filtration on each tank. And we have that bubble wall in the Bellagio tank to keep the current and keep the water churning so no dirt settles on the bottom of the tank. Plus the cichlids go down, sift through the gravel. And with that water pass through in its own filtration, the nitrates are pretty much negligent. So even with him feeding every day, he throws in big handfuls of pellets because there's literally hundreds, close to thousands of cichlids in this tank that get fed every day. So the nitrates in the tank are pretty much negligent. And with the filtration 3.0 or 2.0, no, it's 3.0.
3.0.
3.0, I'm sorry, I might have said 2.0 earlier. It's going to be even better. Our water's going to get clearer. And even when we feed, sometimes it might take a day, maybe a day and a half for some tanks to get clear if we overfeed too much. Now it's going to be literally hours. So our filtration is going to be ramped up so much. We always, like I said, practice what we preach. We try and step up our game. Help everyone out. So right now we're trying to help ourselves. We have all these pumps waiting, which they are high efficiency, high volume, low wattage pumps that are high head, so that they can pump up to 20 feet. Some are 32 feet, and they keep 10,000 gallons per hour at like 120 watts. To where right now we might have 3 FX5s on a tank. We can take off 3 canister filters and insert one of these pumps that are 10K per hour and run it through this filtration system, and that's doing way more than an FX5 or 6 would ever do. So we're going to lower our electricity bill,
Right.
raise our filtration astronomically. And you guys are just going to have to wait and find out what we do.
Exactly.
All right. Last question of the night. Do you guys get to watch other YouTubers? If so, who are your favorites? Yes, we do watch our fellow YouTubers. If we make a friendship, we follow you, we watch you, and sometimes we offer advice, or we're sitting there salivating at some of the fish these guys get. So, you know, these names include Rod at Predatory Fins, Greg Whitstock, Paul Cafaro,
Zach Ketchumall.
yeah,
Joey Slade.
IFG. We even have Off the Deep End Aquatics over there,
Yes.
and I believe
Now,
Maryland.
he's new to the thing, but,
yeah, but
we
he's
follow
doing
him.
a good job.
He's doing a good job. We love our Off the Deep End Aquatics. He's a buddy of ours, and he's, you know, you guys, if you want to catch something at the beginning, he's the start of monster fish keeping. He's doing it the right way.
All right, so I hope that helps you answer your questions. And to all, I'm going to go ahead and say good night. And as always, stay fishy, my friends. We will see you all next Friday.